Hello everybody, I'm Scott,
I'm Chelsea.
and we're the Gallivanting Gamerz, and today we are going to be talking about Parappa the Rapper.
Well, I guess we should start off pointing out this was the first game that I ever finished by myself.
Absolutely.
I might have mentioned that before.
Yeah, you did. That's
That was
awesome.
very exciting.
And what did you think of it?
I loved it. Such a good time. I think my favorite thing, hands down, is the music.
Of course. Especially Mussolini. That's my favorite character. Master Onion's great too. And the frog.
And the cheap chicken.
Yeah.
Which you got these characters, like you mentioned the frog at the swap meet.
Yep.
He's great. Master Onion. And Mussolini obviously has so much sass, as does the chicken. And Parappa, he's silly. But, he's a glass half full kind of guy.
Yeah, he is.
And I admire that.
Unrelenting positivity.
That's probably another thing about this game that's just...
I gotta believe!
I gotta believe! No matter what happens, you just gotta believe. Just, like, how can you not be in a good mood when you play Parappa? It's so surreal and so very 90s, and the music is so good and catchy. And no matter what happens, you gotta believe, and it's just fun.
Yeah, it is.
And you can finish it in one sitting, and it just puts a smile on your face.
Yep, the game is really short, so it's just a fun playthrough.
I think the level that I spent the most time on was with the cheap chicken.
Yeah.
She kept getting really mad at me, and it was starting to become personal.
Yeah.
She kept laying an egg, and
That's funny. Yeah, no, my first introduction to Parappa the Rapper was through, I don't know exactly how I acquired it, whether it was Pizza Hut or some other method from a magazine, but I had a demo disc that had Parappa on it, along with some other stuff, a Metal Gear trailer and whatnot. And
what levels were on the demo disc?
I believe it was just the first level, just Master Onion. So, me and Peggy and my friend, her name was Brandy at the time, would just play that Master Onion level over and over and over again. And so we were like, okay, obviously we like this game. We have to get it. And
they got you.
Yeah, they got us with the demo. And me and my sister spent endless hours loving that one. That was one of her favorites. She was younger at the time, so she thought it was really cute.
Maybe we'll have her come on.
Did you talk about surrealism?
Yeah, I mean that game is just so weird.
The fact that all the models and everything, they're flat pieces of paper that turn, that have expression. It's some weird crossbreed of 2D and 3D, but it's not like a 2.5D. It's a 3D game that's flat. It's strange.
And there's talking animals, but there's also talking
flowers.
Onions and flowers. I mean, in a way it was almost ahead of its time, because it's like SpongeBob and Adventure Time levels of weird.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no rules. It's just, it's out there.
Yeah.
It's a trip. It's a good trip, though.
And I know that we were talking about this the other day. I don't think you remember this, but the game has cutscenes between levels, as you know.
Yeah, which I tend to forget about.
The first cutscene is really fascinating because they're watching a ridiculous movie called Jet Baby. It's like Jet Baby Flies, and it's some, again, off the wall, some stupid little in-world movie that they made. Well, in the sequel to the game, Jammer Lammy, which we just started, they're watching the sequel to that movie in the beginning cutscene. So it's kind of a note-for-note repeat of Parappa.
Apparently, Jet Baby's integral to the Parappa universe.
Apparently, yeah. Yeah. And we should be going through I'm anxious to finish the Jammer Lammy again, because I feel like that one's really underrated. I don't necessarily think it's as good as the original Parappa, but I do think it's fun. It's the same kind of thing. In fact, do you have any words you want to say about you were talking about I remember you made the comment how she has no confidence until she has a guitar or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to live up to Parappa, honestly. But yeah, I thought that was really cute because before the songs start, she's kind of all over herself, and she's really nervous, and she's always running late and having, issues. But as soon as she's like playing her guitar, she's like so confident, and I thought that was really sweet, honestly.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the intro even covers that with Master Onion, because Master Onion, I guess, in Jammer Enemy, lost his dojo, but he's making this point about how his dojo, just like he said, the line in Parappa the Rapper is, kick, punch, it's all in the mind. Well, he's saying his dojo is in his mind, and somehow he relates that to the guitar being in her mind, so it's like a lesson of your confidence
finding
coming.
Your inner power.
Yeah, your confidence coming from within yourself. I know it's silly to draw that much out of these two games, but I really think it's really interesting. I really like what they did with it.
I mean, the first game, Parappa, is all about I gotta believe.
Yep.
And as wild and silly as it is, and there's a whole cutscene about trying to go potty. It is a little inspiring.
And I like that. I like how they called that back in the Jammer Lammy, because she was saying that she had to go, and then it showed the characters from the first game. Let's rap for it, and she's like, "No thanks."
Rap for a chance to go to the bathroom.
The fact that they recalled that really brightened my day. So that game's underrated. I can't wait to do a complete review on that one.
Yeah. So your first time playing Parappa was on the demo disc back in the day.
It was, I believe, it was 96 or 97. I think 97.
Sounds about right. Yeah. And then for me, the first time playing it was on the PS4. So
yeah.
that tells you something.
Yeah. And they did make some updates. There's some visual fidelity upgrades, as well as apparently the sequencing of the rhythm mechanic has been updated and made a little bit better than the original game.
Apparently, I was spoiled because playing it, like I got the vibe that people think that Parappa is kind of hard, but I didn't think it was that hard. Basically, you just kind of gotta get into the rhythm of the song, and it works. But I guess there was like an input delay or something.
Perhaps, but even like me and Peggy, my sister, we had issues with it back in the day. But even then, like, she was younger and she was able to beat the game. I think she would have been like, well, geez, if I was like 17, she would have been like 7, 8, and she was able to go through it eventually. So I think it's I think it might have a little bit of a challenge, but the funny thing about it though is it seems like the rules never really stay the same. Like, obviously, like, they have the star on the bar. We want to hit like a beat on that star, and sometimes if you hit some notes offbeat, it'll drop you. But sometimes you can do random stuff and it'll boost you up. And we took advantage of that, so we accidentally got cool ratings all the time. It was weird.
Yeah, because it's not just like Simon Says where you're just repeating them. They want you to like freestyle a little.
Yeah. But they're kind of nitpicky on how they want that freestyle.
You gotta do it well.
Yeah,
Gotta be artiste.
So, yeah, I think there's a certain mystery to the game on exactly how that works. But I mean, on YouTube, I've seen people get cool ratings on every level like nothing. So there's a system there,
Yeah. But it's fun.
Absolutely.
I mean, if it's a Friday night and you don't know what to do, just make yourself a snack, pull up a chair, play some Parappa the Rapper.
It's definitely one of those games that I was one of my pizza on Friday night games. Back in the day, it was definitely an after high school day. After I got back I got into sports in high school, so after cross country or wrestling, I'd play that game from time to time. It was great.
Just unwind.
Yep. Yep. So the characters all in the first one. There's Master Onion, Mussolini, I think is the name of the moose character. Cheap Cheap is the name of your soul. Of course, Flea swallows the frog, and I forgot the I forgot the raisin's name, but there's a raisin that's like a DJ at the end. which is funny because that's the level you found a little bit more difficult, and I found that to be the easiest one for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason it was hard to get in a flow with that song in particular for me.
I think they allow more of that like freestyling like mechanics, so it's interesting.
Yeah. But all he had to do was believe, and by the end of the game, he was like a star. He had his own show and everything.
Absolutely. This is inspiring. Yep. So no, definitely a product of the time, a product of the '90s, and that's one of our favorite. That's one of our favorite times. Definitely more on that later. If you like this video, please share it, hit like, subscribe, and the bell icon, all that stuff. Let's see.
All the things.
All the things. Whip that like button.
Whip that like button until hearts come out.
Absolutely. And if you have any childhood memories or anything related to this particular game, Parappa the Rapper, the second one, Unjammer Lammy, that one too, just let them down in the comments. And yeah, other than that, just remember, you gotta believe.